Hey everybody, Frank Speer back with you today. I wanted to show you something pretty cool. Let me get this turned down a little bit. Wanted to show you something pretty cool today, taking the minor pentatonic scales over a basic 1-4-5 progression. We use that progression a lot because it's basic in block and rock, rock and blues and pop music. You can apply this, of course, to any chord changes, but it keeps it simple for us. And what it is basically using the minor pentatonic scale over each chord as it goes by its corresponding minor pentatonic scale. So if we're in the key of A, we play A minor pentatonic. If we're in D, we switch to that D chord. We'll play B minor pentatonic. Let me explain why. Over the A chord, or the 1 chord, we're using that minor pentatonic, even though it's a major chord or a dominant chord, which is a major chord. It's giving us that minor blues sound. When we switch to the D chord, we could play D minor pentatonic. That's fine too. But a lot of times it's cool to play major over that rather than minor. And the B minor pentatonic scale is basically D major. Okay? It's the relative minor of the key of D. And the same thing with when we get to the E major chord, we can play C sharp minor pentatonic, making E our home bass. Same thing with D as our home bass. We're playing B major pentatonic. Now, if that gets confusing for you, just when you go to the D chord, just play D major pentatonic. Same thing with E, because it's the same thing as playing B minor pentatonic. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way, we take these basic scales patterns that we all know, and we'll do something cool with them. And that is, we'll only take 2 strings at a time. And as we move up, as the chords change, we'll just take this 2-string pattern and we'll try to form licks, as many hundreds of licks as we can, not allowing ourselves to use any of the other notes or patterns in that scale. So when we're playing the A major, we just, right? We're just using G, A, C, D. It's all you're allowed to use on that chord. When we go to the D chord, out of the B minor pentatonic, same thing. And then the same thing up, again, a whole step for the E chord, out of the C minor pentatonic, C sharp minor pentatonic. So we've got a whole step apart, this 2-note grouping. That's all we're going to allow ourselves to use. Now, out of that, we can play any of them over each chord. We don't just have to play this over the A, this over the D, and this over the E. We could play this over the A. We could play this over the A. We could play this over the E. So we can mix them up. We can also stretch out and grab as many of them as we can, right? We don't have to keep with that pattern. We can use any of these notes combined. 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12 notes. We can mix and match those any way we want over this progression that I'm going to play. We can literally spend hours. We can play them in fourths. We can play them in fifths. We can reverse those. We can play the notes in between. Technically, that's cheating, but we're using them as passing tones. So we can use them, the in-between notes, So it gives us, right? We can play them like, right? Not even to mention what we can do rhythmically with them. Right? I mean, it's endless. We can bend them. We can bend them into the other notes. Right? So here, we might bend it. The other strings, we might want to pull them down. Bend some and not the others. There's no end to what we could do. We could stay here for hours. So let's just mess around like that and see what we get. Try to land on the chord tones, right? So when you're on A, try to hit the A and maybe the E, because it's the fifth. When you're on the D chord, try to hit the D, you know, when it's starting out, to accentuate the chord changes. And maybe that third F sharp up here, out of that 2-note pattern. Try to hit the thirds, the fifths, and the roots if you can. And then try not to do that and get a little jazzy. All right, let's just mess around like that. I recommend playing like this for hours. And then what you do is when you get all these licks, you're getting used to hearing the changes go by, which is a standard 1-4-5 blues, which is so much of blues music and rock music. You're getting used to hearing it, and you're developing all kinds of patterns and licks with just these 12 notes. Then what you do is you start doing it on the next set of 2 strings, right? And then the next set, and then lower, and then start doing sets of 3, then sets of 4. And eventually you'll be weaving your way, creating great melody lines, melodic lines, and solo lines over these progressions. I cheated there. Fifth. Reversal. Take that same lick and keep moving it. Let's bend. Let's stretch out and grab some. That sounded awesome, right? have the right sound for that. How about we play some fourths? Take them like this. Skip. Switch to fifths and fourths. That's playing all the in-between notes. Ready? Instead of play. Reverse it to the fifth. How about, let's see. I just had another idea. Big intervals like that. So there I'm playing G and E. So I'm playing like sixth and moving it up a whole step, then reversing it. So you create some cool sounds and tensions, huh? Okay, let's play the in-between notes. Okay, so we're gonna have to play it a little fast to get jazzy, or we could rhythmically mess with it like. Or get really weird rhythmically. How about? Now let's do that with fourths. Fifths. Okay, good. I'm starting a half step below and bring it in. Get crazy with vibrato. Little trills, hammer-ons. I'm playing fourths and then I'm hammering down on the next note. So try that. it's endless. I'll show you what I'm doing there. I'm playing here off the A chord. I'm playing that C, and then I'm hammering, that's a flatted third, and then I'm hammering to the major third, C sharp, and then hitting the root, A. You know, if I was to cheat and use the string above, I could get that. But then when I move up to D, I do the same thing, but I don't use a half step here, I use a whole step. But you see how it's endless. Let's do some faster demiola type of stuff. Just muted, quick, alternate picking. Now the in-between notes. Now spread it out. Now the in-between notes, all of them, everything in between. You're doing runs that fast, you know, if you just throw them in the right spot. So start out nice and pretty, and then start throwing in more of the weird stuff, right? Fifths. Try to keep coming back to that root. Fifth. I did weird rhythmic stuff there. Bend on the lower notes. See what I'm doing there is I'll take a note with this finger and I'll bend it up a whole step. Then I'll take the next note and I'll bend it up a whole step. Then the next note. And you keep, and then release it. Right? Also sliding into. Another thing I like to do is play a little lick and then tag a little note on the end, like that at the end. You'll see, let me try to use it. Hear it? Here we go. You could bend and then vibrato on the bend. Watch. Pinch harmonics. Now you start adding in other strings. The two next higher sets. Do the same stuff. Then you start adding the three strings. Now you got a lot more to work with, right? Now see that? I just added in the next highest string and I started applying those techniques around there. Start applying the fourths and the fifths and all those stretches and all the weird stuff. Then you start bringing up the next highest string, then the lower strings, and now you'll have all this ammo to solo with over these progressions. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments below if you did or you didn't. If you didn't, don't say anything. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Have a lot of fun with that.